Have you ever wondered why you can find the Made in China in almost every country in the world? Is it just because China is cheap or because China works fast? Or is there a deeper advantage we've all overlooked? The real secret is a system, a super system that comprises parts, production, assembly, shipping, all into same geographic area. And today, I am going to show you 4 reasons why China became the world's factory and why its industrial clusters are so powerful. First, China's industrial clusters make sourcing incredibly easy. In the US or Europe, making a product feels like building Lego. The parts are in one state, the molds are in other, and assembly plant is thousands of kilometers away. But in China, the entire logic is different. Go to Shenzhen Huaqiangbei or walk into Yiwu Market or Foshan Furniture City, and you will notice something shocking. All the upstream suppliers, downstream factories, parts makers, mold shops, processing plants, and packaging suppliers, they all packed within 1 kilometer's radius. This density creates 3 decisive advantages. 1. Lightning faster iteration. 2. Extremely low communication cost. 3. Failure cost close to 0. You walk 3 streets and you will solve 80% of a product supply chain. In 90% of the countries, this structure simply doesn't exist because they don't have this kind of supply chain density. So remember, more density means faster speeds, more flexibility, and that's the China's biggest unmatchable advantage. Number 2, in China, it's not about finding a factory, it's about choosing the right city. This is the part foreigners understand the least, yet it's the most important one. Chinese manufacturing isn't organized by companies, it's organized by cities. Choosing the right city and the right factory will naturally appear. For almost every product category, China has dedicated industry capital. Across the country, they have over 2,000 industrial clusters, covering dozens of industries, ranging from everyday products to advanced tech. For example, for electronics, go to Shenzhen. For socks, go to Zhuji. For auto parts, go to Wenzhou. For furniture, go to Foshan. For small commodities, go to Yiwu. So in China, if you pick the right city, you will definitely find the right factory. This is what makes sourcing in China so unique. Number 3, what really backs China's manufacturing is the government and infrastructure. If you've never been to China, you cannot truly understand how infrastructure transforms an entire industry. High-speed rails isn't just for travel. It makes the supply chain move in hours instead of days. China's ports aren't ordinary ports. They're among the fastest and the busiest in the world. Highways connect every manufacturing cities like blood vessels. Cross-border logistics runs at a massive scale, low cost and high speed. Electricity is extremely stable. And for factories, power outages are the worst nightmare. In China, they almost never happen. Many countries lose the manufacturing race in the place they cannot see. Infrastructure is the foundation of industry, and China has been upgrading this foundation for 10, 20, even 30 years. Let me give you the most powerful example. The recently viral Yanglong Sample hydropower station is built at an altitude close to 3,000 meters, and the terrain is so extreme that it's basically building a city on a cliff. If you visit the site, it's breathtaking. Tens of kilometers of tunnels, massive machinery, concrete trucks running non-stop, all operating simultaneously in a place with almost no flat land. Why does this example matter? Because it proves one thing. China has pushed infrastructure building capacity to the extreme. If a country can build one of the world's most complex hydropower stations at the foot of the Himalayas, imagine its ability to build ports, highways, and industrial parks on flat land. And manufacturing fears only 4 things: power outages, blocked roads, no ports, and unstable logistics. In China, all these things are actually accelerators. So cheap labor is never the real advantage. Infrastructure is what actually makes the difference. Number 4, Chinese work efficiency makes the supply chain run even faster. China's supply chain is fast partly because of the system, but the other half comes from people. Let me show you the most real thing. You walk into a small Bluetooth earbud factory in Shenzhen. The owner tells you casually,
"This color is selling really well. Boss, want me to launch a new color this afternoon?"
In other countries, this means design, evaluation, material, ordering, scheduling, waiting, assembly. That usually takes 1 to 2 weeks. But in Shenzhen, the story is completely different. At 11 a.m., you say, "Can we try a dark blue version and get a sample today?" The owner looks up and say, "Sure, I'll call the painting shop, pick it up this afternoon." And then the magic happens. The shell supplier is 5 minutes away the scooter, the painting shop is on the next street, the packaging supplier is 10 minutes away. The assembly line adjusts parameters immediately. Everyone syncs on WeChat, one sentence, and it's done. By 2 p.m., you're already holding the sample. By 4 p.m., the new color is running on the production line. At 7 p.m., you are taking photos and preparing your listing. This isn't overtime. This is natural speed of the ecosystem. When a country has a decent supply chain, flexible people, stable infrastructure, and a culture that moves fast, manufacturing doesn't move step by step. It takes off. This is the resilience and explosive power of Made in China. China's manufacturing strength never comes from one single factor. It's a whole system. Cities, supply chain, infrastructure, and millions of people who can respond instantly, together creating the most complete industrial ecosystem in the world. That's why no matter where you go, you always find Made in China. If you want to know how to find the right suppliers in China and how to source with higher efficiency, follow my channel. I'm Tina. I help global buyers connect with the right factories in China. If you have any questions or want to understand more about industrial clusters, drop a comment and I can help you.